Hello everybody, Noe Jose. Going back into the prime machines that I have in my basement home gym, I've had this piece for a while, and after using it every week, twice a week, I wanted to make a review about it. So this is the Prime Fitness flat chest press, the plate loaded flat chest press, and I realized that the flat and then the incline chest press uses the same frame. So I ordered the two machines, the flat and the incline, but due to the space, I can only set one frame in my basement. So what I did is I put away the other frame. I kept the incline bench beside it. That way, when I want to switch between flat and incline, I can switch the benches around. I think Coop from Garage Gym Reviews uses the Iron Master bench. So he removed the flat one and then he put in his adjustable Iron Master bench. The only issue with that is that it's not the right height. And another thing is safety. So if the bench is not bolted to the frame can tip because the horns are forward. So if you load the horns, it will tip forward on you with heavy weight, and we don't want that. So I wouldn't recommend you to do that. Also, if you want to do a shoulder press with the Iron Master, I think the handles are too low, because if you look at the plate loaded shoulder press, the handles are higher above, so you won't be able to position correctly on shoulder press unless you are a little bit lower to the floor. So this piece is around $3,500, $3,550 plus tax, shipping, colors. One thing right now that Prime has is that all the black colors they don't come with an upcharge. I think the basic ones, white and black, don't come with an upcharge, but if you want orange or any other custom color, then you will pay for a custom one. They used to charge black an upcharge for black color, but now I think the standard, which is charcoal, black, and I believe white is also doesn't come with an upcharge. So take that in consideration if you plan to order one. The lead time for this equipment was over a year, but now they have increased the lead times, better lead times, around 7 to 8 months. So if you order a machine, as I ordered a couple of machines already, so if you order a machine right now, it will probably give you an 8-month lead time. Maybe less than that, but they want to make sure that they give you enough time for them to have enough time to make it. Another thing to notice is that the extreme row and the plate loaded shoulder press, I believe is the same frame. The only thing that is different is the handles. The extreme row has the handles on the bottom, and then the shoulder press has them on the top. So you will need to modify the torque arm by adding a new handle to the extreme row, or vice versa, if you plan to go that route, but I wouldn't recommend it. Another thing that changed for all the plate loaded machines are the stainless horns. So they have stainless weight horns and stainless horns or load horns on the torque arm that are stainless and also bolt on. The older ones were welded and they were black plastic. So the older ones don't make as much noise as the stainless, but the stainless gives a really nice touch. So these are stainless steel weight horns, and I also have stainless steel storage horns for the plates. These plate loaded chest press and incline press converges, I would say, aggressively. So once you see the videos of me using it, you'll be able to see how it converges. And it feels really nice. It feels really nice at the top and throughout the whole exercise. This machine also has two handles. There's two positions for the handles. There's a narrow grip and a wide grip. I tend to use the wider grip the most with the flat press because I don't feel very comfortable with the narrow one. But the wide grip is great for the flat press. And I also use the wide grip for incline, but also I feel like the narrow grip works best for incline chest press. But I use both the wide grip just because that's how I have my hands positioned on the bar. This bench comes with 3 adjustments. The adjustments are through on this pop pin, lime green pop pin, and you can adjust it up and down just to increase or decrease the range of motion, just to give your shoulders a little better position during the unrack, because it is hard to unrack it just because it is not in a really optimal position, as it doesn't have a foot assist like their selectorized chest presses. One thing about the selectorized chest presses is that I believe, or I feel like those have a better strength curve. I tried the flat selectorized or the hybrid chest press, and that felt great. Just the stack might be too light for some people, and that's why for me I went with the plate loaded, just because I was repping the whole stack on the selectorized. So why Prime Fitness? Mainly for their smart strength technology. It gives the user the ability to manipulate the resistance profile to load different areas within the exercise movement. So you have the 3 horns. If you load the weight on the top horn, that makes it heavier at the start position. So at the starting position, at the lengthened position. If you load the plates in the middle position, then that's throughout the whole exercise or in the middle range. And then if you load the weights on the bottom horn, then that puts the heaviest, that gives you the heaviest at the shortened position, which is the top. So you have those 3 options. If you want like heavier I normally load it at the top and middle horn. That way it gives me the heaviest at the start and then heavy throughout the whole exercise as well. But you can manipulate it as you want. So this machine has 2 counterweight on the back, 1 for each arm. One thing about this machine is also that it's ISO lateral, so you can do one arm first and then with the other arm if you want to do one by one, or both. But the good thing about the plate loaded is the ISO lateral movements compared to their selectorized, that you don't have that option. You need to push with both arms. So right now I have the bench came bolted to the frame with 4 bolts and 4 nuts. Jason, man who parks in gym, suggested some knobs. So we looked into McMastercard and we came up with this solution or DIY solution for a quick dismount to be able to bring the other bench and then mount it. I'll show you in real lifetime how long it takes me to switch the benches. But it has 4 knobs in the back and then also 4 knobs in the front. That way you can twist them at the same time really fast, and then makes it really secure and be able to do the exercise and not have to use any tools to remove and replace the benches. Another thing that I've seen people to do is to get in a better position, just depending on your mobility, is that they add yoga blocks behind the rubber stopper. That way this puts us in a better unracking position and without compromising your shoulders. And then when you do the exercise or push or unrack it, then the yoga block falls down and then you get the full range of motion. Something similar that what I did with the seated row, but the seated row is more permanently than the yoga blocks. The issue with the yoga blocks is that if you're doing 5 sets of the exercise, then you need to somehow put it back after you finish each set, which can be tedious. All right, so here I have the other bench, the incline bench, and I'll show you how fast it takes me to replace it. All right. So what I do first is I remove the knobs in the back. Then I take the bench out, move the knobs, get it out of the way. And there you have it. Took me 2 minutes maybe to replace them. So now let's talk about the incline chest press. All right, so the incline chest press provides the same as the flat one, 3 back adjustments up and down to make you get in a better position, but it offers 8 adjustments for the seat pad to go up and down. So it accommodates all types of lifters, really small and really tall, so you can get really into the position that you want to be able to do the incline press. The incline press is a little bit more expensive. I think it's the cost of it is $3,775, so around $200 more than the flat press. Probably just because of the complexity of the bench. One thing that is if Prime is looking at this video, I would recommend them to create a adjustable bench incorporating the flat and then the incline. I don't believe it's too difficult. It's just a matter of putting the time into it and using both benches as an example, but I believe it's possible to do an adjustable bench to be able to avoid these type of issues and then just sell like a combo, a flat and an incline combo, play loaded combo for users to use at their home gyms. So I'm going to show some videos of me using it with weight, the flat and the incline, so you can see how it looks and how it works when loaded with weight. And if you have any questions, please drop them down below and I'll keep reviewing the other machines, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.